in the world, you see midwives attending 70 or 80% of all the births, and the United States stands alone.
Wow, well, that was a quick clip from the hit documentary, The Business of Being Born. That was released back in 2007. It's got a lot of buzz.
It was, yeah. Ricky Lake produced it, and I remember watching that as like a naive 19-year-old girl.
Right.
I thought about giving birth as much as I thought about retiring.
Right, nobody's thinking about it.
Yeah, so now I'm 2 weeks away from my due date with my first baby,
yes,
which is exciting.
The countdown is on.
It's crazy, but the questions of birth, you know, now they're important, and they're always in the forefront of my mind. And, you know, I think for a lot of American women, the who, the what, the where, that's a given. You know, it's like an OBGYN in the hospital.
Right.
With an epidural, probably, or, you know. But I got the chance a couple years ago to watch my best friend Casey deliver her third baby at home with a midwife, which opened up this whole other world of options for me. So we got the chance to sit down with Jennifer, the midwife, and Casey, my best friend, and talk to them about home births and midwives and what it's all about.
All right,
check it out.
The model of midwifery care is about informed consent. It's about collaborative care with parents. It's about creating an environment that is safe and secure and natural and supportive environment to go through a very physiological, natural process. Even the World Health Organization has made a statement saying that 85% of women giving birth are low risk, and 85% of women, it is a safe, good, healthy environment for them to give birth outside of a hospital.
When we told people that we were going to do a home birth, that we were even considering it, my mom and dad cried. I think there's a lot of misnomers out there, misconceptions about midwives, misconceptions about what kind of care you would get, that it's not based out of any medical practice, which is not true at all.
I offer complete pregnancy care, from learning to target fertility cycles and ovulation cycles, to confirming pregnancy tests, to complete prenatal care. It's very much like an OB. That is one of the similarities, is that I see you once a month until you're about 28 weeks. And then I see you every 2 weeks until you're about 36 weeks. I monitor blood pressures and temperatures and urinalysis, and all of those things are all tools that I bring ready to use through the equipment that I bring to a birth.
My labor, because it's very normal for a first baby too, did progress pretty slowly. So I went into labor, and by the time I actually was going through the hardest part, transition of having a baby, pushing and giving birth, my midwife had absolutely saved me a C-section, I'm convinced, and he was not descending well. She had me get in very different positions to push, and very easily at the right time he came down, and he was born with really no complications.
I would say about 60% of my mamas give birth in the water. It's a pool designed for birth. Your baby's in water now. Your baby is not breathing through its lungs. Your baby is getting oxygenated through the umbilical cord throughout the process of labor, and as your baby is being born, that is your baby's ability to take in air and be oxygenated. It is not through the lungs. The lungs are currently filled with fluid, and to pass from fluid and into fluid or into water is actually familiar to your baby.
Me being scared of needles, wanted a pain reliever that wasn't so medical. And so when I needed it, when I really was about 9 centimeters and my body was tired and worn out, I would get in the water, and it was instant relief. I remember a moment where I looked at Jennifer and said, I don't think I can do this. We need to go to the hospital. I've never felt like this before. I've had 2 babies at home. And she said, you are safe, your baby's safe. We can go, or I can help you have the baby out in 10 minutes. And I said, let's have this baby out in 10 minutes. And the baby was out in 10 minutes. People who walked with us through the process now all completely support home birth and have watched us have 4 beautiful children at home or in a birth center. And it's been one of the best decisions of my life, I would say.
You know, it's my heart's desire that people and women are educated, families are educated, and they know what their options are. To truly know what your options are, you have to meet, you have to interview, you have to question, you have to seek out the knowledge. And every midwife is going to be slightly different, just like every doctor is going to be slightly different. That being said, before you make your decision, really know what your options are and take the time to explore.
exciting, Kim.
Very cool.
Because, right, I get like the comfort, the one-on-one attention of someone there, then the pull to, should I go traditional?
I
Like,
know.
I know you're still on the fence,
So
right?
yeah, and because I love to wait
decide?
and not know and make decisions last minute, I'm kind of set up for both. Like I have my
For
plan
both,
A.
I love it.
And the midwife's going to come and I'm going to labor at home. And if it goes well, I might deliver there. But I also have been seeing an OBGYN the whole time. So I really won't know until after I have him. But I think just getting all the information has been so empowering, and it just relieves all the anxiety. You know, I think instead of just showing up to the hospital and saying, deliver my baby, I now know I can deliver my baby, and I just need help.
And what a beautiful baby it's going to be.
We'll see. It might be weird.
I love that. I love that you're weighing all those options.
Thank you.
And giving mothers at home some
It'll
good
be
information.
exciting.
Yeah, we're excited for you. This is your last day, too, by the way.
It is, yeah.
Until you come back.
I know. See you after my maternity leave.
After your baby.